Hello, and welcome back to the channel. Today we'll be doing a simple glitter cascade mug tutorial, as you see here. I've included a complete supply list. The cup we're starting on has been prepped and painted. Let's get started. Start this cup by mixing about 15 ml of epoxy and applying it to the entire tumbler, making sure that I get good adhesion around the handle, and then taking the palm of my hand and patting all around the cup. I'll then take the glitter that I'm using today, which is Pink Ice by Bird's Nest Design. It will be linked in the description along with the discount code. And I'm going to apply it all along the bottom of the tumbler, as well as holding my cup at an angle and letting it kind of fall and cascade down. I then just use the pinching method of pinching glitter and rubbing it between my fingers to get it in the exact areas, like here on this handle, that I want it. It gives me better control of the glitter this way, and I don't have to do so much cleanup in this next step. So I take a silicone tip brush and I just gently wipe off any of the glitter that fell in areas that I don't want it. Doing this step while your adhesive, whether that's epoxy or Mod Podge, is still wet makes it very easy to remove it. Once you've worked all the way around the cup, removing the pieces and fixing areas you'd like, it's time to allow this to dry 2 to 4 hours, or according to your epoxy. And now I'm going to go ahead, and this has been dried, and I'm going to put my first 2 layers of epoxy on, one at a time, allowing it to dry in between. Now that the tumbler has 2 coats of epoxy and is smooth, it's time to sand. I use 180 grit and 220 grit, and I alternate between the two. 180 grit I usually use on my rims, and the 220 on the body of the tumbler. I do pay extra special attention to the handle and the bottom to ensure I have a smooth surface before decals and the final coats of epoxy. I rub around with my finger and find the areas that need sanded, and continue with light pressure until smooth. Once I'm done sanding, I wash it with soap and water and allow to dry. For this cup, I chose a simple Hello Beautiful with an opal and peach. I did an offset of 0.35, and when I apply it to the tumbler, since it is a curved surface, I start in the middle and give it a slight tug at the bottom corner and the top corner, just to stretch it out and make sure it lays flat. I just love the light shift this vinyl gives. I will have it linked down below. I'm going to seal it with Quick Coat from Counterculture CC DIY before the final layers, to ensure that I don't have any fish eyes or repelling of the resin. It's time for those final coats of resin, so I start with the handle so that I can get a nice thin, perfect coverage on it, and move to the rest of the cup. I cover this entire cup with about 10 ml of epoxy, and then I lightly hit it with my torch immediately after and come back 15 minutes later. I hope you've enjoyed this quick tutorial, and we look forward to seeing you soon.